welcome back to this week's Safe It Sunday. Today my mother and I will be showing you all how we make this super simple plum dumpling bake. Plums are in season right now, so I hope you guys give it a try. So if you want to see how we make it, just keep on watching. So you're going to be needing the following ingredients. You're going to need 5 russet potatoes. These are medium-sized ones. Then you're going to need about 25 plums, and then we're going to be cutting them and everything, so you'll see how we do that. Then we need some unsalted butter, and we're going to be needing just a little bit of this, but you know, we gotta use certain things for this. So we're gonna be, instead of using regular sugar, we will be using stevia, and we will be needing some original breadcrumbs. These are just, you know, the plain ones from the grocery store. Then we're going to be using some all-purpose flour, and then we will be using some ground cinnamon, and then just a little bit of olive oil. So these are the ingredients you're gonna need. So let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna preset the oven for 350. Okay, so once you peeled all your potatoes, you wanna give them a good rinse and just cut them up into, you know, just little cubes or squares or whatever you wanna call them. First thing you wanna do is put the potatoes on the stove in a pot for what, maybe 15 minutes or so until they're done. You want to turn the heat up to medium and then cook them until they are fork tender. Okay, for your plums, you just want to cut them in half and then cut them into threes. What? Yeah, into little pieces. You don't have to make them perfect or anything. Just make sure you take the seeds out. So once you have all your plums cut up just like this, you're going to need 1/8 cup of ground cinnamon and a heaping half cup of stevia. So we're just going to pour this on top. Just like so. I'm going to mix everything in so you kind of have a little bit of sugar and a little bit of cinnamon coating all of the plums. So once you have all the plums coated, go ahead and give it a taste. If you like your plums to be a little bit more sweeter, then add a little bit more stevia. If you want them a little bit more tarty, then leave them just like this. Okay, so we're going to start off by adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a saute pan. Then we're going to be turning the heat up to high. Then we're just going to let the oil heat up for a second before we add the breadcrumbs. We're going to be adding 3 cups of breadcrumbs into the pan. To cook this on the stove for just a few minutes or until it starts to get golden brown, and then you're gonna know that your breadcrumbs are done. You just want to be careful because the breadcrumbs will have a tendency to burn really quick, so you want to constantly be mixing it. So your breadcrumbs are done. Once they look just like this, you want them to be a light brown color because we will be sticking this in the oven and they will be cooking more, so you don't want them any browner than this. Okay, so now that the potatoes are done, I did drain them and I did transfer them to this glass bowl. We are going to be giving it a pinch of sea salt and we're just going to mash away. Take a 1/4 stick of butter and just drop that in. Sometimes you can substitute everything. So then we're also going to be taking 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And then we're just going to keep mashing everything until you pretty much have it looking just like this. As you can tell, it is a pretty doughy like consistency, so once you have it like this, you're good to go. And we're going to take about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and we're going to coat the bottom of a 9x13 baking dish. I'm going to spoon out the doughy mashed potatoes, which is supposed to be like the dumpling I should say. And we're gonna flatten it out. So this is pretty much like our base now. Okay. So taking half of your breadcrumb mixture, you're going to put down one layer on top of the potato mixture and just smooth it out to make sure it covers the bottom base. Then taking all of your plums, we're going to scoop them all out and spread them all over. Okay, and then we're going to just pour the remaining amount of breadcrumbs on top of the plum mixture. Right before we put it in the oven, we're going to cover it with foil so the breadcrumbs don't turn black or anything, but everything will get absorbed and turned out just like it should. So now we're going to set the timer for 1 hour and 20 minutes. And start it. We took it out of the oven. It's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. We're going to take the foil off and it's going to look like this. So then we're going to take a little bit of stevia and we're just going to pour a little bit on the top so it's kind of mimicking powdered sugar or regular sugar, and this is just, you know, a simple alternative. So that's what we're doing. So this is what it looks like when you're done. Just go ahead, cut yourself a square. And I'm telling you, it takes half the time to make. It tastes just like a European plum dumpling, but it's just super simple. Can't get easier than this. So I love it because you have your dumpling base on the bottom with a little breadcrumbs, and you have your plum filling, and then you have more breadcrumbs on the top. So it actually looks like a real plum dumpling. I hope you guys give it a try. If you do, let us know what you think, and thank you so much for watching this week's Stay Fit Sunday. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.